Hey everyone, welcome to Miss Mini Penny. So today's video is my first video back filming after 3 months off. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that I took a little bit of a break from cash stuffing, from budgeting, tracking spending, because I wanted to have enough money to pay for my big 40th birthday, which I did. I didn't want to get into any debt, which I didn't, and I didn't want to hold back on spending on things that I wanted to do to make it really special, which you'll see from how much I spent, which I didn't. So yeah, so it's not going to be a cash stuffing video today. So I will explain a little bit more about that as we go on. So it's just going to be a little bit of a chatty catch up, and then hopefully I'll get to do some cash stuffing towards the end of this month. So first thing is, I will just go through my, where shall I start? So what I'll do is, as you can see here, this gives you a little bit of an idea of where I went for my birthday. Excuse the nails, I did take some gels off. I had some surgery done yesterday, again, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So yeah, excuse the nails. So as you can see, we've got the Eiffel Tower, we've got Disneyland Paris, we've got Mickey Coin, a macaron. So as you can see, for my birthday, I went to Disneyland Paris, and then I went into the centre of Paris as well for my birthday. So yeah, these are my little souvenirs. I did have a lot more. I had some more macarons, other magnets. I did buy a big Disney clock thing, which is like of the Disneyland Hotel, which is the hotel that I stayed at, but obviously they're too big to show on here, and I've ate the macarons. So yeah, this is kind of just a little sample of what I brought back. So I'll move these out the way for now. But yeah, I did one of those I tried to be one of those kind of travel influencers where I took a picture next to the castle, and it turned out okay, not amazing, but yeah, I need a bit more practice. So first thing, oh, and I got this one as well, which shows the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame and the Arc de Triomphe, all the 3 things that I went to see. What's on the back? Oh, and on the back it just shows you different places. So you've got the Sagrada Familia, I've seen that in Barcelona. You've got here, I think this is Rome, it's I'm not sure what it's called, where the gladiators fought. What's it called? Name's not coming to me. Eiffel Tower, I'm not sure what this is, and possibly not sure what that is, but yeah, a few things on the back here of different places. So what I'll do is I will just get into going through where we are financially at the moment. So let's get this out here. I've got all different papers and everything's all over the place. So this is where we're at the moment. So we left off on 30,005p. No, reading that wrong. £30,005.12. That was the end of March, April, May. Yeah, the end of March. That was what we was going to, yeah, end of February, beginning of March. That's what we was going to start with. I'm going to move these. Papers are annoying me. So that was that. So let's go through where we are at the moment. So I just took a picture of this. So this is where we're at the moment. So I'll go through the finances to start with. So you will see there has been a few changes, because I went away on holiday. The money that was in my cash stuffing, I did take out and then put into different places. I didn't want any money lying around in the house. So you'll see that's why the cash stuffing one has gone down, and in other places it has gone up. So let's see if I can move that macaron. So sinking funds. So you'll see from the emergency fund that has gone up, and that's gone up by 250. Premium bonds has stayed the same. Let's have a look. So my Help to Buy has gone up. So I have been putting the £200 in each month for this to keep on track. So let's see where we're up to. So we're on now £10,999.96, and it was £10,551.08. So we've put £448.88 in. So there's £448.88 in there. The LISA has gone up as well. So you'll see the LISA has gone up by quite a bit, and that's because I maxed my LISA out to get the £1,000 government bonus. So we're on £15,534.43 minus £14,449.31, and that's gone up by £1,085.12. Savings account has gone up, so it's now on 1485 and it was on 1176, so that's gone up by 309. Then we've got sinking funds, so this is the one that has gone down. I'm presuming that's 370. Oh yeah, because I was going to doing the digital cash stuff, weren't I? So yeah, so that's gone down. So it was, what was 370 plus 80, so it was 450 minus the 140, so that's down by 310. And then we've got people pension has gone up. So make sure I'm recording. Yeah, so people pension has gone up. We are now on £137.27 minus £128.73. That's gone up by £8.54, which is a huge amount for the people pension because that never really changes. So that's gone up by quite a bit. So you'll see here, so the total we left off was the £30,005.12. That has gone up. So we are now on £31,796.66. £31,796.66 minus the £30,005.12. So that's gone up by £1,791.54, which I am so pleased with, because when you see how much I spent for my birthday holiday, which was a huge amount, and also I'll just briefly explain. So I did have some surgery done yesterday. I did know about it before I went away for my birthday. So what I decided to do was, I did have some money left over from spending money. So I used some of that and some money that I had in my account to just pay my rent up front. So I've already paid. It has gone up slightly, my rent as well, because obviously bills have increased slightly. So I paid £360.76. So I paid that on the 1st of June. So this would be a little bit more, but I have already paid my rent for the month of June. So yeah, and it just worked out better that way, because it means that obviously I've had some stitches. So it means that I need to go and get the stitches taken out on the, you're meant to have them for 10 days. So that would take me to the 15th of June. We're on the 6th today, but the nearest place to me to get the stitches out wasn't available until the Wednesday. You can have them in up until, I think it's 14 days. So I'm having mine taken out on Wednesday, the 17th of June. So it means that I've had to take a huge chunk of time off work. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I am self-employed. So if I'm not working, I'm not earning. So yeah, so it just made sense to pay my rent up front beginning of June, because I really don't know how my finances are going to look towards the end of this month. Like I said, I've got the next, including yesterday, I think it's something like 13 days off work, and then I'm in for 13 days for the rest of June. So on the plus side though, I think I will be able to do a little bit of cash stuffing, because I did take on an admin role at work. So that gives me £150 a month. So I'm hoping that £150 I won't spend at all, because I won't be paid it until the end of the month, and then I can possibly do like 150 cash stuff, just to try and get a little bit of money cash stuffing wise. And then from July it's all going to change again, because my rent will be going down, but I'll be doing my shop on my own. At the moment my 360 includes my food shop, But because I'm off for such a long amount of time, it makes sense that I'm at home, we can eat meals together. But when I go back to work, it's going to be back to hit and miss of when we can eat together and different meals and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'll talk more about that in July. But at the moment, my rent's all paid for. Like I said, it would be a little bit more, but I'm happy that I've done that because, like I said, I'm not in work now for the next 13 days. I will have £150 for my admin role, so I'm hoping to cash stuff the 150. And yeah, we'll see how we get on from there. But yeah, so as you can see, £1,791.54, I'm really pleased with. So next thing I will do is I will actually go through how much I spent for my birthday. So I knew it was going to be a big amount, and yeah, it was a big amount. But like I said, I didn't hold back on spending on what I wanted to spend on. I wanted to make it amazing, and it definitely was. So I wrote them down on here. So I just went through my bank account and basically wrote down the prices of things. So the first thing that came out was, so I did all my bookings online ourselves. We did go into a travel agents, but they were really slow in like booking things, and hotel rooms were going and flights were going. So we ended up just doing it ourselves. So the first thing that I booked was the Pullman Hotel. So we stayed at the Pullman Paris Tour Eiffel. Let me just grab my, if I can get out the chair. I don't know if you can, oh, I shouldn't really be reaching my shoulder, but never mind. Let me just see if I can grab this. This is my dream board for 2026. And I stayed at the, if you can see that, the Pullman Paris Eiffel Tower, Pullman Paris Tour Eiffel it's called. And that's where I stayed. That's the hotel that I stayed at. So I can tick that off here. I'll just show you this while I've got this down. So I also did the champagne at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Had lots of croissants. Went to visited Notre Dame. Yeah, stayed at the Disneyland Hotel. So I managed to tick quite a few things off it. I've also done, if you can see down here, I've also done, I don't think you can, this one here at the bottom. I also did this here. I did the Slattery's Challenge. My friend took me for my birthday. What else? Yeah, I'll have to see if I can film this, like a full version of it so you can actually see what I've put on there. But yeah, I managed to get a few things ticked off the dream board for 2026. So yeah, so the first one we stayed at was the first thing that came out was the Pullman, which is the Pullman Paris Tour Eiffel. Absolutely amazing location, right next to the Eiffel Tower. Would 100% recommend it. Was quite pricey for this was for 2 nights, £972.93. Didn't include breakfast, but you are really close to kind of local cafes. One thing I will say about Paris, it is very, very expensive. So when we went to our local cafe for breakfast, it was €26. I'm not sure how much that is equivalent in pounds. I think it's maybe a couple of pounds less. Yeah, less or more. But yeah, we went to this local cafe, and a croissant with jam butter and an orange juice was €26. So yeah, it was very expensive. But that was for the hotel in Paris. Then we booked the flights, which was with EasyJet, so that was £830.28. We then booked transfers, so from the hotel, from the airport to Paris, and from Paris to the airport was £93.91. We bought the Magic Shuttle Bus, which was £86.21. That was £24 each way. Then we booked to stay at obviously the most expensive thing, which was the Disneyland Hotel. I actually need to increase this because it actually came up to more. Oh no, I think it goes on to something else when it comes out. So yeah, the Disneyland Hotel, which include access for both parks for 2 days, 2 adults, and 1 night stay at the Disneyland Hotel, was £1,429.44. Disneyland Hotel, if you have the chance to stay there, is absolutely amazing. The location, you could actually see, I took a photo, I might try and upload it, where we stood near where the Mickey face is, like a little bit further back, and you can actually see our hotel room. It was just an amazing location. You do get so many perks with staying there as well. You get your private royal encounter. So we booked one of those, and we got to meet Ariel, which is free. What else did we do? Everything in the mini fridge mini fridge, is that what you call it? I can't even think, is complimentary. Yeah, it's just an amazing hotel. So if you do get the chance to stay there, it's 1000% worth the price. Then travel insurance was £45.70. And then here I booked the reserve viewing for the night Tales of Magic and the day Stars on Parade, which was £76.18. 1000% recommend to do that as well. Had the most amazing view for both of those, and I will post the video for the Tales of Magic, which I filmed in the evening. I didn't film the Disney Stars, I was just taking pictures, but the Tales of Magic in the evening I filmed, so I'll definitely upload that because it was amazing. So I 1000% recommend to do that. We booked the big bus then in Paris. I didn't realise when I booked it that you can actually buy this as a combination ticket, but I bought them separately. So it was £80.78. I think that was for the day tickets for two of us, and then I booked the big bus for the night tour for two of us. That was £57.02. Then I booked tickets to do the Arc de Triomphe, which was £39.41. I actually booked these originally on the wrong date. We were going to do them on the Friday night when we got there, but all our plans changed because PSG, the football team, were playing Arsenal, and because they knew there was going to be quite a lot of traffic and disruption, the big bus night tour then got changed to a different date, which was it the Friday night instead of the Saturday? Yeah. So yeah, everything kind of changed around a little bit, so we didn't actually get to do. So these tickets were to go to the top of the Arc de Triomphe, so you walk like 122 steps to the top. It gives you like a really good view. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do it, but I would definitely say that I 100% want to go back to both Disney and Paris. We went when there was a heat wave on, so it was like 32 degrees, really hot, really sunny. So I'd like to go back when it's still nice weather but a little bit cooler, because standing in queues, and yeah, sometimes it was a little bit unbearable with the heat. So yeah, I'd love to go back to both places. Then we did the Eiffel Tower, so we went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, had the glass of champagne, that was £109.30. Then we went to the Louvre Museum, we saw the Mona Lisa, that was £68.36 for two of us. That includes the audio guide, we both got one of those as well. And then I also bought the Disneyland Hotel clock. So I actually bought the clock before I went away because I knew it was going to be huge and I was only taking on a cabin bag. So I actually found online that Selfridges in London did a personal shopping experience. So I actually rang and got put through to a personal shopper in London who picked up the clock for me and shipped it to Manchester for was it free delivery? I can't remember how much. It was literally nothing. It was maybe like a £5 or something, and I was expecting it to be absolutely loads. And it was next day delivery, came really well packaged. 1000% recommend that as well. So if you ever need anything from like a London Selfridges, let me know. I've got the number for the personal shopper, which you can ship to Manchester, more than likely to other places as well. So altogether, you'll see that I spent £4,043.87 on my big 40th birthday holiday. And honestly, I do not regret spending any of that money whatsoever because it was amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, really happy with that. My mum, I forgot to actually say, did also give me £1,000 towards all of this, so towards my birthday trip, but I actually used that for spending money. So I did take quite a bit of spending money, and also I spent some of that money beforehand on getting my nails done, getting new clothes, suntan lotion, basically all the little extras that you kind of think of towards the end. So yeah, that was very generous of my mum to give me £1,000 as well towards my birthday. So yeah, so it came to £4,043.87. So if I hadn't have gone on holiday for my birthday, it would have been £31,796.66 plus £4,043.87. So I'd now be on £35,840.53. But to be honest, you can always make money memories, like especially with loved ones and celebrating big milestones and birthdays, you only do once. So yeah, I will never regret spending money on life experiences. So yeah, that is that done. So this is where we're at the moment, so I'll keep hold of this. So next thing we're going to go through, I know this has been going on for quite a while and it is only a little update. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, where did I put the old one of that? Because I can use that to lean on. Oh, here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cross off another financial goal. Where's my black Sharpie? So number 4 on here was to celebrate my 40th birthday for the, and I had in brackets there a holiday question mark. So yeah, I did go on holiday. So I'm going to cross this off on here. So that is another financial goal of 2026 done. Next thing after that is, so I've still been putting my £100, £200 in, so I'm up to June for that. And then this is something that I want to start, is have a side hustle that makes money. So this is the next thing that I'm kind of concentrating on at the moment. So yeah, this, and then hopefully I'll hit this and then I've completed all my financial goals, which will be amazing for 2026. So I'll put that to one side as well, so I'll keep hold of that. And then lastly, I'll go through kind of what I got up to in the 3 months that I was away. Then I'll go through my binder and then I'll see you when I can to do any cash stuff in. So I'm just going to go through the paperwork that's in here. So I've still got hold of my original goals here. So I need to at some point work my way through these. So these are kind of the original OG goals that I've had for years, as well as this 40 before 40 bucket list. Again, I want to try and work my way through that at some point. What I did decide to do, so that's my 2025 bingo card. Again, I need to try and complete this. I've realised that I'm one of these people that I start something and I never complete anything. So this is what I want to try and change. I want to try and complete something. So again, this is something that I started. So I had the bright idea of doing a 40 before 40 bucket list. I got through a few things and then I kind of realised like I'm spending money on these when I should be kind of saving money for my holiday. So I got through a few and then I kind of realised this is a bit of a bad idea. I'll wait until I get back off holiday. So I'll go through the things that I did do. So I bought a Rodeo Simpsons donut. I go past this donut shop and it's got these huge pink like Simpsons donuts. And I was like, and I saw them on someone's YouTube channel and I was like, I want to buy one. It was nice, £4.50 for a donut, but it was nice. Then I went to the Trafford Centre to try Shake Shack. So it's the new burger place that's opened up. I had seen Shake Shack when I'd been to Dubai, but never actually had the food there. So yeah, I had the Shake Shack in the Trafford Centre. Again, super expensive. I think how much was it? £27 for a burger, fries and a Coke. It was super expensive. And I wouldn't say it was all that, to be honest. The fries were quite hard. It was just a normal Coke. And the burger itself, the burger was nice, but they put tomato with lettuce on there, which I would definitely have taken off next time, because I don't know if anyone else finds, but lettuce makes the burger so soggy. And then the lettuce was all soggy and I just ended up taking all that off and having just the burger and the cheese. So yeah, for £27, is it worth it compared to a McDonald's? Probably not, to be honest. Next thing, so then I did be a tourist in my own city. So I did the sightseeing bus of Manchester. It was a really nice sunny day. I had the afternoon off work and I thought, I go past this sightseeing bus all the time. I'm going to be I'm shaking the table. I'm going to be a tourist in my own city for the afternoon. And it was actually really, really good. Listening to it and hearing all the facts and seeing all the sights and just being a tourist in your own city, I would definitely recommend to do. Learned something which I didn't know, which was that Ellis Larry was a Manchester City fan, even though he lived in Salford, which is more near towards the Manchester United end of being a fan. So yeah, definitely recommend to do that, being a tourist in your own city. Then I had the Manchester afternoon tea at the Hilton. So me and my friend went for my birthday and had like the Manchester themed afternoon tea they were doing. So yeah, that was really nice. I had the Vimtini cocktail. I also had, and then they had all kind of different Manchester dishes, like they had Betty's hot pot, which if you watch Coronation Street you'll know Betty's hot pot, on a sandwich, beef brisket, whatever it was. Then we had like Manchester tarts for the desserts, Vimto jam, so it was really like Manchester themed, and it was really, really nice. Booked the table next to the window, and it was kind of sunny, and yeah, really, really nice day. So I did that. And then at the end here I put watch the life list. So because I came up with this kind of bucket list, I'd seen something called the life list, which is a program to watch, but it was only on Netflix. So I actually subscribed to Netflix to watch this. So that's something that I do need to cancel, because I just don't have the time to sit down and watch series and loads of things on TV and films and programs, and I just don't have the time. So definitely, while I've got the time off, I'm going to see if there's anything on there that I want to watch it as much as I can, and then cancel it, and then that is a subscription gone. I've just realised I've got all marking on me my pink thing. So yeah, so there were other things on here that I did have, but yeah, all of them cost money. So I was like, yeah, I'll revisit this again when after my birthday. So something like on here is like try Pilates, go to a bottomless brunch. I've never been to one of those. Create a capsule wardrobe, something which I really need to do, because I always find that I'm looking for clothes, but if I had like a capsule wardrobe I could mix and match, and yeah, just different things that I wanted to do. So I'll revisit this again. Now it's gone past my birthday. And then the last thing I had was my 2026 bingo card, which is here. Oh, how long are we on for? 26, that's not bad. So I have done a few things on here, not ticked them off yet, I will get round to it. So I celebrated my 40th birthday, done. Visit Paris with my mum, done. Had the mole removed from my shoulder, done. What else have I done? Did the Slattery's chocolate challenge, did not complete that whatsoever. Me and my friend went for my birthday, she treated me for my birthday. We had tactics, we went in thinking we were going to complete it, and we nowhere near completed it. So yeah, that was that. What else is on here? And I'm thinking I may actually get my Casper footprints tattoo done while I'm off for this long amount of time, because I'm never going to probably have this amount of time off again. So I'm thinking while I've got the time off I might get that tattoo done as well. But yeah, that's kind of an update on life at the moment, how where's all this going, how hectic and chaotic life has been. There was loads of changes at work too. We was going to be going down to half days, there was going to be something introduced in the mornings, and then it's changed, and lots of staff have left, new staff have started, and yeah, work's all over the place at the moment. So just going to see how that goes as well. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my binder. So I more than likely will need to update kind of the placeholders, so I'll do that after this video. Oh, I can do it now actually. Where's the placeholders, if I've got enough? So this at the back here was where I was storing my spending money, but that obviously that's gone now. So what I might do is I might start putting little bits of in there towards maybe trips, more spending money. I don't know why my table's shaking so much. It never normally shakes this much. I've got my suitcase at the bottom here. Is that why? No idea why. But yeah, so I might start putting money in here for kind of like spending money. This is my £10 challenge, so I will need to carry on with this. I took the money out obviously because I went away and didn't want any while I was away. And then I've still got special occasions, self-care, retirement. How much have we got in here? So Eliza, we've got 15,534. So yeah, that's right in there. So Lisa's 15,500. So that's right in there. Then we've got personal expenses, living expenses, life goals, life events, investments, premium bonds is 2,250. 1, 2, 250. Yeah, that's perfect. So investments is done. That's all up to date. Then we've got house. Help to buy is 10,000. Oh, I can put more money in here. I'm on 10,999. So I've got 10,000. Oh, it's already there behind it. 10,567.50. I don't have anything more than that to put in. So that is house done. Then we have holidays, health and wellness, family and friends. Emergency has 1,250. Yeah, so that's only got 1,000 in there. So I'm going to put the 250 in. So 1,250 in emergency. So I think that's all that needed changing. Bucket list. This is for the annual challenge that I'm doing. So we did complete March, April, May, and then we're now on, did you see that? I'm not sure. Yeah, so we did complete March, April and May, and then we are on now June. So I'm going to concentrate on June for that. How much do we need to put in? £30. So make sure I put £30 in for June, just to keep on track, because this is for Christmas 2026. So I want to try and keep on track with that. But yeah, that's my video for today. It's 31 minutes. It's quite long. It's very chatty. There's no cash stuff in. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, look out for my next video, which will be my upload of the Tales of Magic at Disney. And then hopefully I'll be back with a cash stuff in of £150 at some point in this month. See you soon. Bye.